Big gathering ready to send the riders away here for the penultimate stage that will take them to Stoke-on-Trent. Another very demanding leg with the sting in the tail, with two very, very stiff climbs.
It actually starts relatively benignly. The first 50 kilometres don't have that much action in it in terms of the course. But within the last 35 kilometres, we have the second chain reaction of sprint points, and then two Strava Queen of the Mountains coming very, very close together before a last 20 kilometre run into the finish.
Look at the peloton all in one thin line. That tells you just how high the pressure is at the front, and you can see the line just on the brow. And now here we go. On the left it's Vos. There she is in the blue and white jersey. Vos powering away down the other side of the road for the 3 seconds. How important is this going to be? Well, she can get 3 seconds as she crosses the line, but the trouble is the yellow jersey is going to cross the line second, so it means all that effort has only gained her 1 second. So she now trails the yellow jersey by 26 seconds overall. The back of the field, as you can see, they're all clustered together, so that tells us that the speed is not all that high at the front of the bunch. But here we are. Farley picks up the 3 seconds and continues to try and stay ahead alone. No doubt in her mind is to try and stay clear to the first climb, which is a further 10 kilometres down the road. But it's the team of drops on the front here as we wait to see who is going to strike out first.
Of course, Pauline taking those 3 seconds mean that that's 3 seconds not available to any of the GC contenders, and we've got a lot of riders who are still in contention.
Now then, the field beginning to whip the pace up here now, and look at this, an early move then by Marianne Vos on the right of our screen. She's looking to try and get the 2 seconds. Where's Lizzie Armistead? There she's in the yellow jersey, trying to peg back Vos, but she has to settle the third and 1 second. So it means that Vos has clawed back another second, so she's narrowed the gap now to 25 seconds overall as we confirm the top 3 positions. Majerus really beginning to turn the screw now to help Lizzie Armistead. The pace very, very high. It's been ramped up significantly.
Yeah, Emma Johansson was just behind, sitting in roughly fifth wheel, and Johansson is perfect for this kind of finish. This thing where you have a climb, a tough descent, another climb and a run-in, that's Emma Johansson territory.
But this is glorious countryside to race through, and how pleasing to see that the roads are dry, so it means they can descend with safety, and also, as I say, the countryside lending itself to some fabulous scenery for the race.
And there's Ashley Moorman on the front there making an attack. Armitstead's followed, and just behind her the 2 teammates, Emma Johansson and Elisa Longo Borghini of Wiggle High Five. Is this a move that's going to make it?
Well, let's have a look who's going to be over the line first. Wow, it was tight, wasn't it? It looked like Ashley Moorman from that aerial shot, who was lying second overall in the general classification. The chief attackers are already beginning to gather themselves.
That's Elisa Longo Borghini and Ashley Moorman with Lizzie Armistead just behind them, and that's pretty much a repeat of yesterday's second climb, but just behind Armistead is Emma Johansson.
Well, that's nice to see, isn't it? Emma Johansson had a fantastic tour the last time she came here, but she's been a bit quiet this time, the Olympic silver medalist from Beijing. But Johansson getting involved now in the action at the front.
This is perfect for Wiggle High Five. Elisa Longo Borghini is 10 seconds behind, and Emma Johansson's 50 seconds behind. But if this attack can stick, and they have 2 teammates working against Armistead and Moorman, they're in the perfect position.
And the field beginning to thin out. Lisa Branauer is third wheel back, but Vols, Dolman, the teammates of Armistead, are policing the moves, and they actually will not contribute to the pace.
No, that was Branauer's teammate Alina Amilusik on the front there. She's a very strong climber from Belarus, and she's just going to work and work on this climb. Doesn't matter if she doesn't make it to the end, as long as she can help Branauer.
Well, I can't believe this, but Moorman is being distanced here, so Moorman is losing contact with the other 3.
And there's Amanda Spratt, second wheel, sitting behind her, taking advantage of Amia Lusik's work there. But as you say, of 3 Dolmans riders, that must be very tough for everyone else.
All back together now again, the 4 at the front, and it's the Italian that is looking good, Elisa Longo Borghini, and she at the moment seems quite content then to pull the other 3 along.
She had a quite difficult spring. She was very sick, but look at this, she's making up for it, taking those Queen of the Mountains points. Yeah,
Lisa Longo Borghini picking up the 6 points there. Moorman was second, and the yellow jersey Armistead coming over third.
But look, they're coming under the final kilometre mark. Are they doomed? Are they going to make it?
The Flamme Rouge, well, they've gone under it, and they still haven't quite got up to the tail end of the leading group. It is so close this now, and it's Marianne Vos who's having to bury herself to try and bring the group up to the fore.
They're in such touching distance there. You can see two riders have gone clear, and it makes me wonder if they can get there. Will the rest of the group manage it? This pace is so high.
Remember, it's 10 seconds for the win, 6 for second and 4 for third. The seconds would be so valuable for Vos, and here she comes. Vos is about to make the junction and link up with the Ford at the front.
And she's got Brunauer with her there. This is a real GC group. This is the cream of this race.
Now then, how much energy has that taken out of the legs of Vos, because she really had to do that all alone with the rest clinging to her, and now they're trying to come past, and we're getting very, very close to the finish.
Yes, with Chantal Bloch, Nikki Harris and Amelie Diedrichsen and Ellen Van Dijk, all incredibly fast riders. They seem to have taken it over there at the front.
So the long thin line then clinging to the right hand side of the road, and the big crowd are waiting for the arrival here of the leaders for the conclusion of the penultimate stage. Who's going to nail this one? Is it going to be Armitstead? Is it going to be Longo Borghini? Can Vos take it? It is the teammate of Armitstead at the front, but on the right it's Marianne Vos that goes early. Marianne Vos then in that blue and white jersey has swept round the right hander, and she's now got the line in her sights. Nobody's going to catch the flying Dutchwoman. Here she comes, Marianne Vos for the stage victory in a 10-second bonus. How useful is that going to be? Second behind is Leah Kirchmann, and third is Emma Johansson. So Marianne Vos wins stage 4 from Leah Kirchmann and Emma Johansson. Amelia Diedrichsen was 4th, Lisa Brunauer 5th, and Lizzie Armitstead finished in 6th place. Marianne Vos celebrates her first stage win of this year's tour. Vos also increases her lead in the chain reaction cycles points competition. And Lizzie Armitstead is the overall leader of the Aviva Women's Tour for the second day in a row. In the general classification, Lizzie Armitstead leads by 8 seconds from Ashley Muhlmann. Elisa Longo Borghini is third at 10 seconds, but Marianne Vos is now just 15 seconds adrift.